And I felt like, okay, there's a life there's life beyond this haircut.
What business is it of yours where I'm from? Friendo?
Hello, I am Javier Bardem. I filmed in amazing locations. Let's see if I remember them. Well, this is obviously No Country for Old Men, and I would say the location is New Mexico, right? It was New Mexico. I was going to say Marfa, Texas, but no, it's New Mexico.
Yeah, Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Las Vegas, New Mexico, exactly. Yeah, great moment, great scene.
How much?
69, see?
And the gas?
It was my first true American movie with a whole American crew that only speak English, and that's like almost 19 years ago. So for me, I felt very isolated, and I guess that translated into the character that I play, which is a very isolated person from the world, detached from the world. When you see that a person like that character is used to walk this landscape, and somehow you really have to reflect that in his behavior, because he belongs to that land, and that land is within him. So of course it has a special direct effect in his way of moving, speaking, hearing, listening, acting. New Mexico, it was the first and last time I've been there. Not because I didn't want to come back, it's because life didn't take me back there. They took me to this beautiful spa in the nature, whose name I don't remember, but it was very spectacular. And it was one of those days that I felt like relief of the character in some ways. Like I was with Josh Brolin, who I adore, and some other people from the crew, and I felt like, okay, there's a life beyond this haircut.
What business is it of yours where I'm from? Friendo?
I remember being on the top of one of those dunes and see the valley underneath, the valley of sand underneath. And it was humongous. It was like a sea of sand. It was absolutely spectacular. It's one of those things that you are so blessed to witness because of the work you do. And you realize that what they pay you for is to wait. The acting, you do it for free because it's a luxury. I would say this is Dune 2, and this is the desert of Abu Dhabi. I feel this is the scene where the sandworm riding happens, no? Yeah.
Shai Hulud decides today if you become Fremen, or if you die.
It took Denis, if I recall, like 3 weeks to shoot that scene, that sandworm riding. And that's why it's so good. When you see it, it's absolutely like goosebump. On my side, I just have to witness it happening. And of course, we didn't have a sandworm being right in front of our eyes. It was just a tennis ball going like that. But since we knew what he was doing with the sandworm unit, and we saw some of the things that they were doing, and some of the shots were already shot, we had that in our minds. And that's why we really believed that little yellow tennis ball was a big, huge sandworm. Abu Dhabi is fun for the kids. So that's the place my kids wants to visit, because they have tons of parks to go to, and the Ferrari World and the Dubai nearby. And they were in that location, and we had lots of fun doing crazy things on the dunes. Like I won't do that because I'm very clumsy, and also I have an insurance policy. I cannot harm myself when I'm shooting, but they will do like slides through the dunes, and that was fun to watch. They had the greatest time. Skyfall, London Underground. Very cold day. We were shooting the scene with Chase in the underground in London. It was fun. It was fun to have the whole London subway for us. I mean, that part. They changed some of the aspects of that slide because in reality you have these bumps, these things that avoid people to do it. But they took them out, of course, otherwise there won't be a scene.
Was that in any way a childhood fantasy of yours?
No, it was very uncomfortable to do. Ah, yeah. Is this Barcelona? Yeah, this is Barcelona, the attraction park in Barcelona for Woody Allen's movie, Vicky, Cristina, Barcelona.
I see why you love your fiancé. He's very charming
Yes, he's lovely.
and very well suited to you.
I don't think I like the way you say that.
And that day again, they shut down the whole thing for us to shoot the scene, and it was fantastic to be in such a beautiful area in summertime with those beautiful actresses playing a romantic lead. It's like, wow, what a gift. It was fun. And Barcelona is an amazing city, as we all know. And the view of the ocean and of Barcelona from this park, it's one to see for sure. It's a must if you go there to go here to this area. The way that movie was shot, it was very fast. He does one take. We were, as an average, shooting like 5 hours per day, no more than that. The rest of the time he was playing the clarinet. And it was summertime in Barcelona, which means it was packed. It was a city packed of tourists. But also it had this magic flavor to it of summer, Spain, the coast, the sea. And it was a celebration of what it means to be in the Mediterranean coast. I've always seen this movie as a big, nice, intelligent, smart, funny joke about prototypes. The Latin lover and the American girls that fall in love with him and the crazy Spanish Latin woman that gets in the picture.
You know, I always have your best interest.
Well, not when you try to kill me.
That.
Yeah, that small detail, yes.
And that's what it is. And underneath that, there's a criticism about all these prototypes that we put in our heads. But some people, I guess, especially in Spain, took the movie like literally, and they thought that we were making a portrait of Spain. That's not what it was. It was a big, smart, funny joke about prototypes. And it worked pretty well, I think. Well, that's home. That's the Retiro Park in Madrid. All my childhood and part of my youth have been here, right in this spot, around this area. This is the pond. And lately I took Conan O'Brien to row a boat with me. That was fun. He came to Spain and we did this episode of Conan Must Go and we had a blast. How much I love that guy. He's so funny. He's so smart and intelligent and generous and he's really a genius.
Is it Javier Bardem? Is it Bardem?
Yeah.
I was forced to be here.
I would have loved to take him home and to be at home and give him a meal and cook for him and do that, but we weren't on a schedule. It was really extraordinary. This is Eat, Pray, Love. This is Bali. I think this is the little beach where Julia Roberts and I had a scene where I invited her to come with me to my boat and sail away and start a new life, and she prefers not to. Great scene, and what a luxury to have the chance to work with her. Amazing actress, great woman.
I have the perfect camping spot. Just you and I and 400 parrots.
I remember being able to, again, going to some locations that you may not know or heard of unless a good location team of the movie will take you. And once we get there, I was mesmerized by the quality of the water and the beauty of it. And it was all for us because we have to shut it down for us to be able to shoot the movie. So it was like a luxury, like to be there on our own and be able to jump in the water with nobody around.
You are slender and elegant in the distance, but up close you are round and fleshy.
Let me guess. What is this? This is India, no? No? It's not the Taj Mahal? What is it? I don't recall. What is it? You have to help me with this. I don't recall.
This is from F1. This is Abu Dhabi.
Oh, wow. This is Abu Dhabi. Okay.
I'm offering you an open seat in Formula One. The only place you could say, if you win, you are the absolute best.
Shooting in Abu Dhabi in the city instead of the desert for Dune was a different experience because we were all immersed in the racetrack and it was all about the racing week and being in the race. And we couldn't see much of what it was out of the racetrack, but the energy that involved for all the crew and the team and to be so awake and alert about what we have to accomplish in the movie while they were actually doing the race. It was very, very high adrenaline high because we have to really do our takes, our shots in a very short period of time and do it well because we cannot do different takes. We cannot go back and redo it. So it was a very energetic moment of focus and teamwork. I love that.
You plus him, boom, I got a team.
The end of the movie and where we shoot the end of the race competition in Abu Dhabi, that's by far the moment where I felt absolutely taken by the craziness of what we were doing because we accomplished it. And it was also the wrap for the film. They've made it. We've been able to really belong to the F1 world and be really inside the kitchen along with them. And not only that, but we can also share the podium with the real drivers. It was crazy. All of that while the fireworks were exploding and the people were cheering up. It was a day to remember for sure.
I have heard that you do not like driving yourself.
It's not that I don't like driving. It's like I barely drive. Yeah, I mean I can take a car from here to there, but no more than that.
Did the movie change that for you? Was there any moment where you?
No, it made it worse. Like, like those guys go way too fast for me. I mean, no, not interested in that. Well, I did it. How do you think I did it? I don't know. I tried my best, guessing all these locations.